In this video, we're going to examine how to simplify an expression with a complex number inside the denominator, and we're going to use the idea of rationalizing the denominator, making the denominator real by multiplying by a clever form of 1, using the conjugate. And so if I have 2i over 4 minus I, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply both the top and the bottom by the conjugate, which would be 4 plus I. And 4 plus I. Since this is our third example of this, I'm going to go right to the shortcut when it comes to the denominator. Now the top, you just distribute. 2i and 4 is 8i. 2i and I is 2i squared. So I have 8i plus 2i squared. On the bottom, again, I'm just going to use the shortcuts. The whole point of multiplying by the conjugate is it eliminates the two middle imaginary terms if you're going to distribute out. So what I do is I just worry about the first term. 4 and 4 is 16. So I get 16 here. And I worry about the next term. The negative I and I is negative I squared. So 16 minus I squared. So 16 minus negative 1 is 17. And we just simplify. We know, I squared is negative 1 on the top. And so we have plus 2 times negative 1. So I have 8i minus 2 over 17, which if I write this again in the form, you get negative 2 plus 8i over 17, your real number first, and then your imaginary number. And so that's the answer. You can distribute and you can see your 4i, your negative 4i would cancel. There's no reason to account for them. That's the whole reason why you use the conjugate is you just multiply the first terms, multiply the last terms, and combine them together. So let's try it one more time. 5 over 3 plus 4i. So the conjugate of 3 plus 4i is 3 minus 4i. So I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom by 3 minus 4i. Insert the parentheses so I can remember to distribute. 5 and 3, and 5 and negative 4. That's going to give me a 15 minus 20i on the top. And on the bottom, again, use the shortcut. Find the pattern. That's the whole point of math, is look for the patterns. The 3 and the 3 is 9. 4i, negative 4i is negative 16i. So squared. And so you have 9 minus 16 times negative 1, which is 9 plus 16. So that gives me a 25 on the bottom. All of these numbers, 15, 20, and 25, can be simplified. They're all divisible by 5. So I get 3 minus 4i over 5. And that is the simplified form, the rationalized form of 5 over 3 plus 4i. You now have a rational denominator, a denominator. You cannot leave your answer with an imaginary one. So you multiply by a clever form of 1 using the conjugate.